Well, it's been 2 months since I made a video. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Motor Barista channel. My name's Michael and the title wasn't a lie. 2021 has been a crazy year and it's true. I sold my Harley Davidson Sport Glide. In this video today, we're going to talk about why I made that decision, what's next, and what you can expect from this channel going forward. So let's kick things off with why the Harley had to go. Now, as you know, I loved that bike. I had it for 2.5 years. I rode the hell out of it and I put a lot of money into it. So it was pretty hard for me to let that bike go. But 10 months ago, I had a crash on this bike here, the KTM 790 Adventure. I broke a bunch of bones and it gave me some time to have some perspective on what I wanted out of life and what I wanted out of motorcycles. Couple that with the pandemic that is still frustratingly annoying my life and many other lives all around the world, and I needed a change in my lifestyle. Now, I've always been a pretty self-motivated and self-determined person, and it was leading me down a path to eventually run and own my own business. And whilst I was sitting in that hospital bed, I realized I needed to fast track that goal. And that kind of leads me to about 1 month ago, where I launched my first business, Wild Child Coffee. Wild Child is a new project that I've started here in Australia, and it is combining my passion for coffee and my love for motorcycles and adventuring and bringing them under the one lifestyle brand, creating products that are designed to be enjoyed out on adventures in the wild. So the want to start that business and get it going, and the big picture goal of fully working for myself is really the main driver that forced me to sell the Harley Davidson. The decision has nothing to do with Harley Davidson as a brand or the bike itself. I loved that motorcycle so much. And if you bought any parts for your bike based on the videos I made, or even bought a Sport Glide with some of the influences from me in the videos that I made on the Sport Glide, don't worry, I haven't turned my back against that bike. I still love it, and I wish I still had it today, but I had to make a tough decision. I still also love Harley Davidson as a brand, as you can see, and hopefully one day there'll be another bike from the motor company in the stable. But until that time, I'm going to be riding the KTM a lot more. And that's probably the next question to answer. Why did I choose to keep the KTM and not the Harley Davidson? And the answer is pretty simple, really. I love riding this bike so much. And every single time that I ride it, I have the biggest smile on my face. And again, it's not to take away from the Harley, it's just that this does it for me a lot more. And it's probably because of my background racing motocross and just enjoying off-road riding. Now, if you ride a Harley and you've done long distance trips, you probably know the feeling of when you take off on that journey and you know that you're not coming home that night. Maybe you're riding solo, maybe you're riding with your mates, but you know that you don't know where you're going to be sleeping that night. And you've got a tent on the back and the road is your map. That feeling is pretty unbeatable. But the KTM delivers that same feeling every time I go riding off-road. When I'm in the woods and I'm lost and I have to navigate my way through terrain that I don't know what's coming next, that same feeling is unlocked on this motorcycle. And I get to ride that bike out in the woods once, sometimes twice a week. And I didn't have that time to really enjoy the Harley in the way that I most enjoyed it. And that's really why I chose the KTM to stay in the stable. That, coupled with the fact that my dad has the same bike, and we have a pretty great relationship where we go riding every weekend together, something that I don't want to get rid of. So, what can you expect from the Motor Barista channel going forward? Well, I've had 2 months off. 1, to start my business, and 2, to think about this very question. You see, YouTube is becoming extremely competitive, and I really wanted to lift my game as a creator. I've really enjoyed creating content over the last couple of years, and I've really enjoyed interacting with the community that has been created through the channel. But I wanted to do more. I wanted to create more value and really provide a better experience for the audience. So, taking that into consideration, going forward, focusing on adventure bikes, I really want to help in skill development and training. I think that my past experience in motocross and my skills in coaching, coupled with my dad's experience as a professional motocross coach, gives us the possibility to provide some value in training others on big twin adventure bikes. A lot of the skills are transferable, and there's a lot that we've learned from riding these bikes that we really want to share with others. So a big part of this channel going forward is going to be about building competent adventure riders through skills and training on these big bikes. Of course, there are going to be some great trips coming up that I'll be capturing on film, and there'll also be some with other Harley riders. Many of my friends still ride Harleys, so Harleys won't be leaving the channel. There'll be new bike reviews still coming through the channel. Of course, I really want to ride the Pan America from Harley Davidson, plus a whole bunch more. And I hope that many of you who have supported this channel over the last couple of years will continue to do so as the content grows and develops. If you're somebody who rides adventure motorcycles or is interested in dipping your foot into this part of the industry, let me know in the comments below and let me know what you would like to learn from this channel. I really want to help people enjoy riding motorcycles more, and in particular, enjoying those bikes on any kind of road surface that comes their way. The next video will be launching early next week, and you can expect weekly content thereafter. I hope you're all having a great 2021, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.